Hey guys, welcome to the channel, and today I'll be reviewing every single Warriors game for the past week. So I've decided instead of making a bunch of small little videos, I'm just gonna have like a weekly review, and then throughout the week I might like make videos anything notable happens, if we make any big trades or anything else that major that happens around the league. So before I get into the review of the week, I'm gonna just give you guys my thoughts on the James Harden trade. I know this is extremely late, but I noticed that I haven't really talked about it too much, and it's something really big. So I personally think that KD and Harden is gonna work, and it's gonna be um the best duo in the NBA in my opinion, even better than LeBron and AD. But I don't know if it's gonna work with Kyrie. Like we saw these past couple of games, them losing to the Cavaliers 2 times. They obviously beat the Heat, but like the Heat have some issues that they need to work out with. But those 2 losses with the Cavs pointed out that they don't really have enough defense, and the ball doesn't really go around enough. We saw that James Harden isn't. Kyrie Irving is taking way too many shots, and I feel like James Harden and Kevin Durant are the 2 better players by far. It's not that close, and I don't think Kyrie Irving should be taking that much shots. I mean, compared to what he's been taking. So yeah, let's get into the video. So the first game we're going to be going over is the Warriors-Lakers game. So obviously the Warriors were able to come back from a 19-point deficit. I don't know what it did with us coming back against LA teams being down, but I guess I'll take it. Um, so Steph did not have a great game the first couple quarters. Actually, the first half he was pretty garbage. And then in the third quarter, he started to heat up a little bit. And in the fourth quarter, he had that dagger three on Anthony Davis to close things out. Um, Offensively, I think Andrew Wiggins he had a good game. Kelly Oubre had a great game actually. James Wiseman had a pretty bad game, but he only played 13 minutes. Draymond Green had a like obviously they missed a travel at the end of the game, but other than that, Draymond Green had a great game. So one thing like defensively, we didn't really play unbelievable defensively. Dennis Schroeder obviously went off for 25 points, but I was pretty impressed the way that we were able to defend Anthony Davis, limiting him to only 17 points. And obviously LeBron, he's not really trying right now, but limiting him to 19 points, another great thing. So I think we played defensively. We played well against LeBron and AD, but I feel like we could have played better defense against like Dennis Schroeder and Kyle Kuzma. But things are gonna happen like that. But and beating the Lakers all in all it was big for you know our to motivate the guys. And so yeah, the next game they played against was against the San Antonio Spurs. So this game was just a blowout. It wasn't close from the beginning. Steph Curry just kind of went off. He was very efficient. Made that unbelievable behind the back pass, some kind of weird fake hesitation layup. That thing was disgusting. We played unbelievable defense. We played unbelievable defense. It was great, actually. The Spurs we aren't really the best at the defending the three, and we limited the Spurs to only making four threes the entire game. Yeah, you guys heard that right. 4 3-pointers, and then there's not really much to say about this. Everybody was clicking on all cylinders, except in everybody. Like Draymond Green had got 9 points. We all know that he isn't exactly a scorer, but he still got us 9 points. James Wiseman was big. He was just camping in that dunker spot, getting the ball and just throwing it down. Okay, he was big. So yeah, let's move on to our next game. It's gonna be we obviously coming off wins against the Lakers and Spurs. We lose to the Knicks here. I don't think this is our fault. Okay, Steph did his thing. He had 5 threes. He went for 30. But defensively, we were just horrible. In that first quarter, we gave up 40, and in that fourth quarter, we gave up 30 points. That is unacceptable if you're the Warriors. We cannot be doing that. This is the New York Knicks we're talking about. This isn't the Denver Nuggets with such a potent offense. This isn't the Clippers or the Lakers. This is the New York Knicks. This should not be happening. RJ Barrett had a great game, 28 points. He has a bright future. If he has that 3-pointer and continues to shoot that shot with consistency, he has a very bright future for him. Um, we just simply could not. We were very careless with the ball. We turned over the ball a little bit too much, and then they were just calling fouls left and right. The referees were like, there was something wrong. I think that maybe, I'm not gonna say they're on drugs or anything like that, but like, there's something off about it now. Like that game, there was like 50 fouls called in the first half. In the first half. So, there's also that technical foul on Draymond Green. That was just, I really don't know what to say about that foul. He was talking to James Wiseman. It was very clear. The officials just screwed that up, and obviously, without Draymond Green, we looked like that team. The first couple of games against the Brooklyn Nets and against Milwaukee, we looked like that, exactly like that team, relying on Steph to make his crazy threes. Um, that just shouldn't be happening. The refs and the NBA needs to dive deeper into this. I really don't know what happened. I'm blaming this game on the refs. So this next game against the Utah Jazz, this was a massacre, an absolute destructive massacre. So we just could not guard the three at all. Bryce O'Neal, who like he isn't really a shooter, but this game he looked like Klay Thompson. Okay, Bojan Bogdanovic, he was like 3 for 9. He was kind of bobbled up. He just shot a bunch. Mike Conley, he just didn't miss from three for some reason. He was just he was playing like a left-handed Damian Lillard. And then Donovan Mitchell was just doing Donovan Mitchell type stuff. 23 points in 27 minutes, right? And then off the bench, Joe Ingles hit a couple 3 threes. Jordan Clarkson did his thing. So we just couldn't guard the three, and offensively we kind of struggled. Draymond had a horrible game. This was the worst game I've ever seen Draymond play. This like probably like maybe not all time, but definitely this year. Andrew Wiggins, he just doesn't take enough shots. Kelly Oubre, 2 for 8, 0 for 2 from field. He was horrendous. He was just horrible. Steph Curry, 24 points, 27 minutes. He did the usual Steph Curry type thing. And he passed Reggie Miller, so that's something nice. And James Wiseman had a good game against a great defender in Rudy Gobert, 15 points. Um, and in that fourth quarter, I know, like, nobody was really watching that fourth quarter because the game was over. But we saw, Jordan Poole, he had 10 points. Nico Mannion, he had 8 points, like two for 3 from three. He shows some promise. And Juan Toscano Anderson was back. So there's obviously a lot of bad things to take away from this game, but there are also a lot of good things. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this new style of video, and I'll see you guys in the next